What are we doing out here today? We're cleaning up. We're bringing a bunch of those engine parts into the basement. I'm cleaning the basement. We're making an effort to get as much crap out of here as possible. So, yeah, that means we're getting rid of some stuff and we're putting some stuff away. So that way, this weekend, we can have an easy time boxing this frame. So I'll show you guys the basement setup. I've been cleaning down there since the wife's project, which is my work, her project, is done. All right, guys. We got, well, first of all, I earned this one because I've been cleaning the last 2-3 hours. So we got all of our newish parts here, all right? So we got a wide variety of push rods to choose from. These are some miscellaneous bolts and like parts for the 362. Main studs, head studs, these are different push rods, different lengths. And here we got plenty to choose from. I think we'll be all right. These are locating retainers, or locating shims for valve springs. I bought those from Jim Cooper at JCE Fuel Systems. You guys should go give it a check out. He does a bunch of carburetor work, a bunch of engine stuff. These are actually water pump adapters so that you can run a small block Chevy electric water pump on your Oldsmobile. JJ picked these up for me from a good friend of ours, and haven't used them, but you know, we got our box of backups over there, and we could probably pick up a really cheap Chevy electric water pump just to have all our bases covered. But regardless, obviously, I think I showed you guys these. These are the nice scat rods. Yeah, probably. Look at that. You guys are get to look at purgatory. But these are really, really nice. Just really nice pieces. I believe I got the last set from Mark Remmel, another Olds vendor, and who's got a pretty decent reputation. There's certain vendors I will never deal with ever again, and they usually like to use 3 letters for their, you know, abbreviation. And I'm not talking about Olds Performance Products, which would also be OPP. They used to use that, but I wouldn't trust that guy with a sack of bricks. In here is not a bullet cam, but actually a Jones Racing cam. I got the matched EDM lifters for them for that cam. It's a pretty stout, solid lifter cam. I have the spec sheet. My buddy who gave me the short block also gave me all the specs for that cam. And right now, I think my focus is going to be, well, first and foremost, I have to get the 427 done, but I have to have a backup because, again, with buying a new truck, I kind of withered away a little bit of my play money, but it was to my advantage because no car payment allows me to do a lot more. Just right now, it's a little bit of a crunch since we are caging the car and we are doing a little bit of work. And this weekend, the whole reason for bringing all this stuff in here is to have it in a safe place. We're going to be boxing the frame this weekend. The timing chain, there's a 2-degree bushing in it. And might have to pick his brain about that, about how they installed it. I see marks on here. It's a split timing cover, which they just sealed. I'm going to go ahead and add on the inside a little flange so that seals just a hair better. And it's going to be just a hair tricky because you can't go all the way to the edge. So I think when I have a bare block, I'm going to go ahead and make a flange on the probably outside would be the best idea so that you don't have to fuck things up. But here we got the Moroso pan. The oil pump, which I got to take apart, clean up, make sure all that's good. Again, this was a running engine, just the one cylinder took on water. I'm going to venture to say it's this one, so we got to soak this piston up, and you know, there's not a lot of scuffs on this thing, man. This engine, it was together for a long time, but I don't think it saw a whole lot of use. So we gotta, you know, this is what it should look like, but we should be able to salvage this. This shouldn't be an issue. We're just gonna take our time, toss this in a bucket with a bunch of deep creep, let it sit, and then hopefully get those rings out of there. But the idea here, I'm sorry, I've been in and out of the house. We got our caps laid out here, obviously. It's got cap straps. Again, another older idea that was done just to sturdy up the main caps, which I'm not going to question it, but I don't think it really matters. I think the fasteners are what's really going to keep things in there, you know, for moving. Obviously, and to be honest with you guys, I have stock main bolts in my 355 that we spin to 7,000. So keep that in mind. Now, these heads are pretty much going to be used for hardware. We're taking the studs, the guide plates, the retainers, the locks, and I think everything else is just going to get scrapped. These heads are pretty much scrap, but my machinist wants me to have a set of cylinder heads to practice with, so these are going to be it. I'm going to bring these by. We're going to do some practice work before we do the work on the 427 heads, which we actually have the flow sheets for, and I've been wanting to do another cylinder head video with my buddy Dave, so we might break down a couple things and, you know, see what he's got. So, but yeah, we got everything laid out. Everything's pretty good. This is going to be the next build after the 427. The 427, the short block is all together, all done. It looks like a museum piece. And the next thing is to just do the cylinder head work. And really, that's it. It's together. We're going to fire it up on the run stand, and we'll be good. But like I said, due to me buying a newer truck new to me, it's going to limit what I can do, because I took a good chunk of my play money for that. But I was planning on buying a truck in the fall. This just came up. It was a good deal. Couldn't pass it up. So the 427 is still going to be a project for the Pontiac. It's just, you know, going to take a little longer, or if need be, we'll just put it in the olds. If we blow something up and we need an engine, we got it. It's there. And we have a 350 with an Ultra Bell that is extra beefy. And really, we would probably have to re-gear the car, but it would probably still run somewhere in the 11s, because big black Chevy in a 3,000-pound car, you know, we're thinking that we should be at least making 1 horsepower per cubic inch. The cylinder heads do have a little bit of work done to them, as far as like mild port work, as far as bowl, all the basics are there. They've been done. So again, we got a lot to play with and do. So I'll let you guys go. I'm sure I fucking bored you enough already. So share, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and keep following, because as always, we're gearing up for what's going to be the beginning of our race season, and the next couple of months are going to be busy, 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 busy. So we'll let you guys go.